It's over 20 years since Will Young's debut single, and since then, he sold over 8 million albums, and now he's back. This is a cracker. That's Will's new single. It's called Falling Deep, and he joins me now. I love that single. It reminds me of my youth.
Yes.
Which was
it's
a long
quite
time
like
ago.
Nostalgic,
Yes.
that sort of 80s sound.
Absolutely.
Which is why I wanted to do that kind of chorus line, famed type video.
It's like that. And I love the fact that your dancers are not babies.
No.
They're in their prime.
We're all in our 40s.
Yes.
40s and 50s, actually.
Well, that's very good.
Yeah.
I like
and
that.
That's had a really good reaction. It wasn't something that I was expecting, but I think people have really resonated with that.
Yeah.
You know, and it's nice for me, because you think pop can be very youth-orientated, can't it?
Yes.
And entertainment.
Yeah.
But actually, I was like, yeah, I'm in my 40s.
You are, and you're looking good.
Thank you.
You're looking very good, actually, I have to say.
Thank you very much. We're coordinated, aren't we?
We are coordinated, which I love. So look, this is a single. The album's going to be coming out.
Yeah.
Did you have the best time doing this? Did you just think, this is great. This is
Yeah.
what I was. This is why I'm here.
Yeah, I did, because last time I saw you, I was talking about a play. That was quite a serious play.
It was.
I mean, about death. You know, it's not.
I
you
know.
can't get that humorous
No.
about it. And I think that probably helped inform doing this record, mostly in Denmark. I mean, they have such a good pedigree, like the Scandinavians, you know, with pop. And so I probably did react to the play and wanted it to be really joyous.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm so proud of it.
Good, I'm glad.
It's such a great
Should
pop
be.
record, yeah.
And as well as that, you're going to be going off all over the place. But this is not just you singing all those songs that we love. There's a lot more to this show. It's a really good idea.
Yeah, thank you. So I did, but sort of informed by COVID, I did these sort of small album launch shows a few years ago. And it was me and a piano. But I said, send questions in on an iPad and I'll answer questions in between songs. And I loved it so much for two reasons. One, it's smaller venues, so I can get to more places.
Yeah.
And people have to travel, you know, normally to go to cities, and that's dinner if they have dinner. Whereas now I can go everywhere from Inverness to Barnstaple, Bridlington, Aberystwyth, you know, like all these places that I could never go to.
Sure.
And also people ask such funny questions, or they say funny things. My mum emailed in once.
Did she?
Yeah,
What did she ask
I
you?
was in Wales. She was in Cornwall, and she just asked, "What are we going to do about your father?" And I was like, "I'm on stage, and you're in Cornwall."
What did she mean?
I think she was just worried, like his tractor mower wasn't working or something. I don't know. And I said, "You shouldn't have this address." Then my dad messaged the next day. He was like, "Your mother shouldn't have this email address." And I was like,
No,
neither should you.
Neither should you. Leave me
Now
alone.
I'm in Bristol.
Leave me alone.
Do you know what I mean?
I'm trying to work.
I'm trying to work.
Trying
It's just
to
like
work.
live on
Oh,
stage.
gee.
They're so fun, because I know they're laughing.
Yeah.
They're sitting there going, oh, he's on stage, we'll send an email.
But the thing I always remember about you the most was that when you used to come on, you would come on by yourself, or you'd bring your lovely brother. You know, and again, so sorry about your brother, but you brought him. Whereas an awful lot of the sort of, you know, Pop Idol was you, but a lot of the X Factor people would come in this massive entourage, and it was crazy. But you always felt as if you were kind of, I don't know, you were paddling your own canoe, if you know what I mean.
I mean, I think, to be honest, I was really lucky. I had Simon Fuller as a manager. He started the Spice Girls.
Yes.
And he was more low-key
than
maybe others, you know, or if you compare the two Simons, he was more low-key.
Yeah, he was, yeah.
And also, I just think, you've got to just get in and do the job. And if there's more people, it makes you nervous. Whereas
and there's a fuss.
There's a fuss. You don't
You
want
never
a fuss.
had a fuss. You just came in, you're a delight,
Oh.
and then you toddled off. But it always stuck in my mind that
I remember you
happened.
coming on the tour bus.
I know.
And I mean, I remember it was like, oh my God, Lorraine Kelly's. She's on the tour bus.
I would have stayed on the tour bus forever and ever and ever and ever. It was fantastic. But you've really, I mean, goodness me, you've gone through sort of highs and lows, as we know. You know, remember when you did Strictly and everybody was so worried about you.
Yeah.
That's when things were really bad. Do you feel
Really
like
bad.
you want to go back and finish that? Because you're the kind of person that likes to see things through.
Yeah, that's funny, actually.
You know what
People
I
have
mean?
been asking, because I had to leave.
I know.
Because I was
You weren't well
unwell
at all.
mentally and
You
physically.
really weren't.
No. I mean, I think it would be interesting, wouldn't it?
you
Sort of
should.
maybe it's unfinished business.
Yeah.
And I love dance, so I would never say no,
No.
to that. It was very sad for me to leave.
I know.
But
It's a shame.
I had to regroup. I was overworking everything. And I think also this record and just being here today, actually, I always say to people, if you've had really low moments, I'm an example of how you can get better.
Yeah, and you have.
It takes time.
It does.
But you can get better.
But you really work so hard, and the danger is the burnout thing, and you've got to, if the well's empty, you've got to fill it up again, you really do.
And you've got to find the joy in it, and sometimes we avoid things, don't we, by overworking or all these things. So I just had to take time.
Yeah, it's very sensible.
And I love it now. I just love it so much.
It's good. I'm glad that you do. And, well, look, hey, why don't you sing the single or the next single, depending on how it all works, when Strictly's back, and just go back and see everybody and sing?
Oh, well, that's true. Well,
why don't you do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, just do that instead.
Oh, well, yeah.
You know how the way that they always have artists on and they sing, and then everybody dances round about?
That would be a nice return, wouldn't it?
That would be the way of going, hi, everybody, here I am.
Yes.
Right, let's make that happen.
Yes. I love you for that.
Isn't it good?
I hope they're watching.
How are your wee dogs?
Oh, they're great. I've just turned down... Well, I was thinking about getting another one. We were talking, weren't we? Because I just can't say no.
No.
I mean, I even, on the way here, this is no joke, I walked here, up about 12 minutes walk.
See, this is the man that walks.
I moved a snail because it was on the pavement.
Oh.
And I thought someone's going to step on that. So I moved it into someone's garden.
But that's lovely.
Well, I can't help it.
No, but I think it's a lovely thing to do.
Yeah.
And your wee doggies are beautiful.
I love the doggies. They've got me through really hard times, actually. And rescue dogs, that's why I rescue them, because they've had a hard time.
They have.
So I'm trying to not get another one, because I'm going on tour, I can't...
I
know.
Could you not bring them with... Well, that wouldn't be fair, would it?
Maybe they wouldn't even spot her.
Just have it in a bag.
Just in a little bag.
Him or her in a wee bag.
She could come on stage.
Of course.
Could be Will and the dog.
Because I'd quite like to have just baskets of puppies every day.
Oh, don't. That's what I'll do when I retire.
Just have baskets of puppies?
Puppies everywhere.
Aha,
like, everywhere. Sausage dogs.
Like if you... Oh, well, love sausage dogs. But if you were, like, in bed and then instead of, like, a duvet, just have hundreds of dogs.
You should have said that to Dr Hilary. Instead of a weighted blanket.
Just have
just dogs.
Listen, your new single, as we heard, Falling Deep, it's out now. The UK tour's in September?
Yes, September.
Right, well, that's round about where Strictly starts, so just go on there and sing.
Yeah. Have me back.
You're gorgeous.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for popping in.
Thanks for having me.
And any snails you see on the way,
I will be saving snails for the rest of the day.
I think it's lovely. It doesn't surprise me at all. Thank you, my love.